A smudge-proof foundation? Is this real life? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and demo of the Beauty Bakerie Cosmetics Cake Mix Foundation. This just dropped on April 19th and I was one of the lucky girls to be a part of this launch. So if you'd like to hear more about that and my review and a short little demo of this foundation, please keep watching. So to dive right into this review, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the packaging. So this is the Beauty Bakerie's new Cake Mix Foundation. This is the packaging, which is always super adorable. They never disappoint. So you can actually, with this box, open this flap here, and then you can see the actual product in there. Or you can pull this out, and there it is. I actually had the opportunity to be a part of this foundation launch. Me and several other girls were the first ones to really have it on and try it. So if you go to their website, I'm actually shade number 39. It's right here. So that is me right there. And yeah, it was really cool. And my favorite thing about this launch was that they really wanted to make diversity and inclusivity a really big part of this launch. It is sometimes hard. I'm sure you guys can relate that it can be hard to find the right shade with the right undertones and all those things in your foundation when you go to find a new foundation or buy a new foundation, and it's really hard to find, especially your undertones. So the biggest thing that they focused on was like inclusivity. If you notice when you go to the website to look for your correct shade, they actually have, you know, the undertones written underneath each shade. In addition to that, they even have a shade comparison chart. So we were actually doing this, we were actually shooting for this foundation. They asked us to write down, let them know what shades we used in different makeup brands' foundation, and through that they created a comparison chart. So if you ever have no idea what your shade is, or you just don't know where to begin or where your undertone is, look for that shade comparison guide. It is on their website. So it was a great experience. Their team was super sweet. I loved all of them. It was so great to meet all the girls and see all the other models. They were so sweet, and we were all so diverse, which is something that you don't really see too often. So I really liked that about this whole launch, this whole product development. So that was really cool. So on to the actual review. Let's go ahead and try this. There's a little quote actually included in the back of this box from the CEO, Cashmere, and it says, "Our Cake Mix Foundation was created for you and only you. It was formulated with all skin types in mind, oily, dry combinations, sensitive, and acne prone." Ooh. I hope you enjoy it as much as I believe you will. So, with that said, this is supposed to be good for every skin type. As you guys know, I have super oily skin, and from what I've heard, it is pretty matte. This is the shade number 35. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. I prefer to blend my foundation with a brush, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I do have their blending egg sponges here, but I'll go ahead and use that for my concealer and all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little pump here. So I'm going to just start, putting some here on my face using my, using my finger. So I had this on for a little bit when we were shooting for the actual product, and it was pretty, it wore it for quite a bit. After, I remember I actually went out to eat and I went shopping, and it was still staying for a pretty good, oh my god, this has a little bit of smell, and it smells good, actually. I actually kind of like that. So with whatever I have on my face right now, because I feel it drying up a little bit, I'm going to take my brush and start blending it out. Yeah, it's drying up pretty quick. This is, alright. This is actually very similar to their concealers. They dry out pretty quickly. And but they have like pretty good coverage, and they're pretty matte. That's my favorite thing about their products, is that they do not disappoint when it comes to making their products pretty matte. Okay, all right. Good coverage here. Take it down a little bit. Shade seems to be right. I'm gonna blend out the forehead here. I know a lot of people don't like when like things are scented, but I kind of like it. This smells good because most of the time either foundation just smells weird, and I feel like if the foundation is gonna have a scent, might as well be good. You know what I'm saying? It takes a little bit more work when it comes to like blending it in together, and I do think that I recommend using a brush when blending this in, but the coverage is really good. You guys know how I am with my spots, and I think it's doing a pretty good job of covering all that. It goes on light, but then it dries quick. But I like that, and you guys know that. I like thicker foundations. It just dries super quick, so you guys have to like put it on maybe section by section even, and kind of just like start working it in instead of putting it all over your face and then blending it in. You probably have to do like piece by piece, which is what I should have done, but now I know for next time. This is also supposed to be smudge proof, so I'm excited about that. So if this is really smudge proof, that's like perfect. Like this is like the holy grail of foundation for me. So I'm gonna test that out. If the Beauty Bakerie could come up with something that was smudge proof, then my life has been made. Like that's all that I need in this world. It just like, my skin kind of just like took it all in. Since this foundation was more matte, I'm gonna go in with a more hydrating concealer, which is, as you guys know, my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Aqua Sealer in light, medium, neutral. And I'm just gonna go in where I have like the little bags under my eyes, which is right along this line right here. 1, 2, 3. And take a little bit more. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm just gonna drag it along this way. Alright. A little bit here on my chin. Almost there. So I'm going to take one of their beauty blending sponges called the Blending Eggs, and I'm going to go ahead and work this in. I really like how there's so much precision into this sponge. It's like perfect for getting into like these little areas like right here. And they blend out really well. This is my first time trying this too. I really do like the way this blends. It blends pretty well, to be honest. On my nose here. I really want to try this before I set my under eye. I'm going to try the smudge proof thing. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and take this finger that actually has nothing on it. Nothing there, guys. Wow. I think this really is smudge proof. I have a little bit of product on my finger, but not as much, I think, as I would have if I would have used Shape Tape foundation or Amazonian Clay foundation or any other, you know, makeup brand's foundation. So the fact that there's like nothing really coming off on my finger right now, that's amazing. Nothing. There's nothing on my hand. Wow, guys, that's pretty good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take their Beauty Bakerie flour. This is their setting powder, and this is actually the yellow setting powder. So I'm gonna take out a few here, take out some here, and I'm going to go in with my beauty blender. I'm gonna take some on the blender there, and I'm just going to add some here under the eyes. Now I love to set and like bake my face. That's just something I've always done because of my oily skin. So I'm actually gonna take some and put some here too. These are always the areas that I tend to bake. I'm gonna put some up here. Forehead, these are all the areas that I just tend to oil up like within minutes. So I like to make sure that I get it set as much as I can. Also gonna put some down the bridge of my nose here. I can feel it really like sitting into my skin too. So I'm gonna go ahead and dust off the product from my face. I've had it on for some time, and that really just leaves the skin looking so smooth without any imperfections, and that's what I love about this powder. I'm gonna take it from this side, make sure I put some down the bridge of my nose as well. Wow, that looks like flawless right now. And I love how it's looking out. It's just looking so smooth, so just all put together. My face looks great. I'm loving how it's looking right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so my overall impression of this foundation is that I love it. I actually am really surprised that I love it as much as I do, because as you guys know, finding a foundation is so difficult for me. Finding a matte foundation, that is so difficult for me. And this foundation is delivering all of that for me. Coverage, matte finish, long lasting. It definitely is long lasting. I did my makeup and then I did a few things after that around my house, and it has stayed, and you don't even see that much oiliness or greasiness coming out of my face, which is perfect for me. That's exactly what I look for in a foundation, and this is definitely giving all of that to me. This is giving me life. I feel like my skin almost even looks like airbrushed. Like, it looks really great, and I really love it. So thank you to the Beauty Bakerie for the opportunity to be a part of such an amazing product launch. I had so much fun. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. I will see you guys next time.